A dark shape is formed when light from a light source is blocked by an opaque object is called as a shadow. Now, the shape of the shadow depends upon the shape of the object. For example, I have this mobile phone in my hand and the shadow that it will cast will be a rectangle. But I am observing some weird things. Something that completely contradicts the statement that I have made just now. Let's have a look at it. Okay, so here I'm having this spherical bob which is casting a circular shadow on the wall. But let's just observe what happened if I take it away from the wall. As you can see, the circular ball, the spherical ball started casting a shadow that looks like an X. But how is that even possible? How a spherical object can cast a shadow that looks like an X, and how a spherical object can have a shadow different than a circle?
Let us now see whether it is really something weird or there is physics behind it. Before understanding why such a weird thing happens, let us first understand the working of a pinhole camera. It preserves the image of the source light, that is, it lets through light at a specific angle depending on the location on the backdrop. Thus, it preserves the location of the incoming light. For example, this image of the candy here, you can see that if you just trace that ray of light coming from the top of the candy, the only way it can enter the box is at a specific angle and hits the bottom of the box directly in that location. And same with the bottom of the candy. The bottom of the candy has to go at that specific angle and it can only hit that specific part of the screen on the back there. And so, what that does is it actually forms an image on the backdrop there.
You must have understood by now the working of a pinhole effect. Now let us see the reason behind the weird shadow that we saw. Let's say we have that pinhole effect, but instead of a hole, we make that hole a small ball or a bob and open everything else up. And what's amazing about that is it still works the same way. It preserves the angle of the incoming light, but instead of lighting up the specific image, it makes the reverse image of it. So basically, it makes a shadow in the shape of the light source. So for example, considering the image of the lollipop as before, imagine that hole as a ball and that front of that box is now opened. So now, light from everywhere on the lollipop can hit the backdrop. The backdrop is now lit up, but the part where the lollipop is there, that's the part which gets blocked as those light rays from the top of the lollipop and bottom of the lollipop are getting blocked by the ball or the bob right there. And so it blocks all the light in the shape of the light source. And so the reverse pinhole effect is exactly that. Instead of getting an image of the light source, you get a reverse image of the light source. It basically turns the light source into a shadow. In our case, we use the alphabet X. Instead of the Bob's shadow, we see the shadow of X. The shadow of the alphabet X remains the same even though it gets mirrored and inverted.
So by now you must have understood how things are working and how we were getting that X shape on the screen, but let me show you our light source. So over here, first we made a diffused light source so that light is evenly spread throughout this area, and then we are using this cardboard having an X shape on over it, and then we are placing over this, giving us a light source of X shape. Now, the same effect can be observed in our daily life, like the sun can act as a circular source, and any non circular object, like this key, can cast a circular shadow. Similarly, you can try out with tube lights or the LED lights at our home. So, next time, whenever you see any kind of shadow, just give a thought about how the source look like, because shadow owes its birth to the light.